I've had like a huge problem with ad blockers, and I've had a problem with ads. I don't know about you guys, but every single time that I go and I try to look at a like a video on YouTube, before I was getting 5 and 15-second skippable ads. Now I feel like I'm getting 40 and 50-second skippable ads constantly. And it's getting to the point to where like I almost don't want to watch YouTube. And I'm doing it on like my PS4, right? And so I don't have Adblock installed on a PS4.
YouTube loves ads more than P. Diddy loves baby oil. They have made so many decisions that all revolve around feeding people as many ads as possible and in many ways as possible. I'm sure all of you saw a few days ago they announced that they're officially fully rolling out the ads experience while a video is paused. So now when you pardon my phlegm, I had to go take care of business there. So now when you pause a video, you can be served an ad. They call it the pause experience.
Pause experience. So I have no problem with them doing that, but somebody brought up a really good point with this, which is if you're watching a video and it's like a technical video, you want to pause the video so you can watch and take in all of the information that the video is trying to present. But you can't do that if they just keep putting new shit in there. It's getting in the way,
nomenclature. That is so fucking silly.
Pause experience.
This is the pause experience, which is why we're serving you a Dunkin' Donuts ad. But naturally. I'm not here just to focus on YouTube's abundance of ads. I'm here to talk about its war on ad blockers. This is something that's been going on for a while now. There's been tons of mangled corpses left out in the street from this battle, and now there's been a new casualty. Me. So, I've noticed over the last few days, and I know I'm not alone, that YouTube has done a lot more to beef up its protocol against ad blockers.
I use uBlock Origin, and I think the answer to that is absolutely yes. 100%. Yeah, they want you to get premium. Yeah. They're trying to push people to use premium. And they're trying to stop. Like, the thing is that you're always going to have ad blockers, and you're always going to have companies trying to stop ad blockers. Like, this is an endless cat and mouse game.
So, when I've been trying to watch videos on my account that is not a premium subscriber, I've been getting this notice. Video player will be blocked after one video. It looks like you may be using an ad blocker. Video playback will be blocked unless YouTube is allow listed or ad blocker is disabled. Ads allow YouTube to be used by billions worldwide. You can go ad-free with premium, and creators can still get paid from your subscription. YouTube lets you get 3 free samples in there with your ad block still enabled, but they hate ad block. They hate that more than P. Diddy hates security cameras. So they give you these 3. Once you finish your rations, they shut you down. They put the kibosh on that. They give you this. Ad blockers violate YouTube's terms of service, and then it's the same bullet point list there. And then you can't watch any videos going forward unless you disable it or pay for YouTube Premium. Now, this isn't new. I remember this rolled out like a year ago as kind of
they've been doing this for a long time, and I think that what they're trying to do is they're trying to boil the frog. They're trying to implement this and put it in very incrementally, to where people can never really have like one point of, oh my God, this is really bad. There's just a lot of bad points in a row that there's never any like concerted frustration around. It's a business. Well, if it's a business, then I think it should exist in a way that, you know, makes customers happy. Now, I think that YouTube obviously is going to want to block ads. Like, this is my take on ad blockers, and I know this might sound stupid, but I actually think that YouTube should continue to allow ad blockers to exist, but just make them harder to use. Because again, like I went through like all of the logic and like the rationality about this. I'll probably do that at the end of the video, maybe towards the end, because like it's like a long thing. I've said it before, but basically it makes financial sense for YouTube to allow ad blockers. And I know that sounds crazy, but if you logically think about it, it is true. If you understand the way that ads are paid for.
This, but not all users. And uBlock Origin was able to get around this no problem.
Yeah,
now,
they sure
I wasn't
did.
using uBlock Origin. I had this happen briefly a year ago, or maybe it wasn't a year ago. Time moves so differently when you hit 30. It's like entering into a fucking black hole. Everything's all cattywampus when it comes to the perception of time. But whenever it was, months ago, I had this happen occasionally for like a day or so.
Yeah, I have
just
the same
using
thing happen.
normal ad block, and then it went away. I'm guessing that it was just an experiment and they decided just to put it back in the fucking shoebox or whatever. But now we're back at the rodeo, and this has been going on for 4 days for me. So I decided, let's see if uBlock Origin works. So I grabbed uBlock Origin, and sure enough, it gets around this no problem.
It sure does. It's crazy because I hear people always complain about ads. I never have ads, bro. Like, not on my PC. Yeah, it's great.
But I can't help but wonder, how long will it last? Because YouTube is constantly trying new ways of feeding you ads and breaking ad blockers. Like, they clearly villainize it. It's very obvious. They're not pulling any punches. They're not.
Well, they have to villainize it, realistically. If everybody that used YouTube used an ad blocker, YouTube wouldn't exist. Straight up. They have to have ads on YouTube, or YouTube would not be allowed to exist. So there has to be somebody watching the ads. So, like, if you have the perspective where it's like, I want to consume free content, and I don't want to see any ads, this perspective, YouTube cannot appeal to it. They can't. Like, financially, functionally, as a business, no company can appeal to this perspective. Now, it doesn't matter how much you want that or how much you think that's true. You have to be able to acknowledge logically that a company can't do this.
Trying to hide or anything. They are saying, if you use an ad blocker, it's against our terms of service. It violates it. So the fact that uBlock works is probably something they're not overly thrilled about.
No, and it will stop eventually.
And I remember a few months ago, Mudahar made a video about how YouTube is experimenting with server-side ad injections. So, like, they are constantly trying to innovate in ways to blast your ass with ads. And right now, uBlock is able to put, like, a shield on your butt cheeks to stop this from happening, but will it always work with getting around YouTube's ads? I have no clue. I'm way too fucking stupid to have the answer to that question. Why are you...
Well, eventually they will, and then eventually somebody will figure out a way around it, and then this will keep going. Like, it's not like we're all using uBlock Origin 1.0. uBlock Origin is updated all of the time. Same as all of the ad blockers. So is YouTube. This is constantly an escalation war.
Been asking me. I struggle to remember how to do long division sometimes. Clearly, I wouldn't have the answer to this one. But I do think YouTube is probably having like an entire dedicated fish tank all focused on brainstorming how to break uBlock Origin and every other ad block to force...
I wonder if the company whose profit metrics are built around ads, I wonder if they have people at the company whose job it is to make sure that that happens. Abso-fucking-lutely they do. Yes, it's huge. If I was YouTube, I'd have them. Absolutely. If you guys ran YouTube, you'd have them. Everybody would have them. Of course.
People into either paying for YouTube Premium or allowing ads on the site. What I do know for sure is that the internet itself is unusable without an ad blocker. Period. Full stop. I'm not being exaggeratory. It is literally not possible to use the internet without an ad block. Go to any mainstream journalist website, try and read an
article. Oh my God. Porn websites in the early 2000s had less pop-ups and were less intrusive with ads than the New York Times is today. It's fucking insane.
Article without an ad blocker, you will find maybe 2 sentences that are broken up by
any
5 ads.
Any hentai website
ad,
is better than Forbes.
Audio ads that play in the background. You can't get any of the content on the internet anymore without an ad block. It doesn't exist. The ads are the content. Like, that is the internet now. It's fucking tragic. And YouTube is bad without an ad block because unskippable ads out the wazoo. Ads that play even when you pause a video now, like, naturally. It's excessive. I know I already made a video on this topic like 6 months ago about how the internet doesn't function without an ad block anymore, but it needs to be driven home just how bad of an experience that is. It's not even an experience. At that point, The only...
You guys might not truly understand what this is like. Okay, so you got one ad right there, two ads right there, there's another ad right there, ad got removed, there's an ad right there, another ad, no, it's not an ad right there. Okay, I want to show you notifications as well. They've got an ad right here, got an ad right there, there we go, more for you, another ad right there, oh, another ad, another big ad, buy this car, more from this games, right here, another ad right here. Holy shit! Holy shit! Oh, there's a pop-up! Kotaku. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and start this out. And I don't really think I have a lot of ad blockers on this, okay? Let's see, the ads were loading. There's an ad right here. Okay, we got an ad right here, a video ad, another ad right here. Got a second ad right there. This probably is another, this is an ad for another video that they're doing that has an ad in it. So it's an ad for a video that you're not trying to watch, which has an ad for a product you're not trying to buy. And then there's another ad right there. And then you scroll down away from the video. Now the video is picture-in-picture and it's smaller. You're still looking at the fucking Fox. There's another fucking ad. It's Adobe. You want to keep reading. Guess what you have to read? That's right, another fucking ad. And then you've got that ad. Then you have this ad. Now the website's lagging. I'm lagging now. Okay, you've got one. Okay, this is a screenshot. Then you've got this ad. And then there's the other ad right there. Don't forget to subscribe. Give us your email address. Hey, have you been to CVS lately? Hey, look at me. Thumbs down. Oh, wow, look at that. There's another fucking ad. Buy this house. Oh, here's an ad. Look at this guy. It's your old guy and his son. Buy fucking insurance. Oh, here's another ad. Renew your look. Don't play this game if you're under 40 because it's probably porn. Never mind, it's Raid Shadow Legends. And then look at this, Bumble and Bumble. Oh, there's another one. The secret game for gamers over 42 years old with a Asian girl in what looks like a schoolgirl outfit between the ages of probably 16 and 21. And then here we go, another ad right here. She wished on a star, Disney Plus. Another ad. Another ad, Progressive Insurance, another ad, scrolling down, ads, look at this, ad, I feel like, look at this, this is insane, you've got another ad, now you've got whole body deodorant, why are day traders switching to futures, click this ad and find out, Amazon's worst nightmare. Yeah, look at this. Last month's popular Twitch clip was just a butt. Wow, amazing content. By the way, look at the difference between these two pizzas. Look at these shoes. Give Kamala Harris money. Adobe Photoshop. Oh, wow, here's another ad. We're almost at the bottom, guys. Another ad right here. Look at this. Beyond Monet and Van Gogh. You want to look at Impressionism? Well, guess what? All they care about are your impressions. Then you've got this here, a balloon museum. Oh, let's go fly around on a fucking balloon. An AI bot flips on Wall Street. It turns $1,000 into $50,000? Wait a minute. Oh my God. I want to be a millionaire. I better click on this ad. Oh, Sam's Club. You want to join Sam's Club? It's only $50. Look at this. Camp cookware. Oh, wow. What if you go camping? This is really good ad placement. For a video game website selling camping ads, who the fuck thought this was a good idea? Oh, by the way, did you forget about Disney Plus earlier in the title? Well, here's your reminder. Wait a minute. Oh, here's another video. Oh, this is a video that we're showing you. And then, oh, there's a video inside of the ad. There's a pre-roll ad and a mid-roll ad inside of our video player. And then, oh, look at this here. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Excuse me. This is an article. Oh, here's another ad. Tornado spin mop system. Oh my God. CEO says this is worth 27 NVIDIAs. Will this make the world's first trillionaire? Who wants to be a trillionaire? Click here and find out. And then Austin, look at this, senior living apartments. Is this the targeted ad? What the fuck? I'm not that, I'm in my 30s. Oh yeah, are getting you the mercy of your futures trading platform. Unsure what to stream? Click on this and figure out. By the way, it's Disney Plus because it's sponsored by Disney Plus. Look at this, stop paying for TV. Oh, here we go. Wait, it just Prime Day. You guys forgot about Prime Day? Oh, wow. It's a fucking... This is it just keeps going. This is insane. It's lagging. Like, how much data is this using? Task Manager? 15% of my CPU? What do you mean 15%? Holy shit! 18%! Oh my God! Let me close this. That is the experience of going on one of these websites. You guys see that?
Experience you're getting is like brainwashing. It's like the ads are used as a form of hypnotism against those that traverse the cyberspace without protection.
That's right.
Like if you don't have the Adblock condom on, you're fucked. Like you're walking away with the worst diseases imaginable. It's awful. It cannot be overstated how awful using the internet without an Adblock is. So when it comes to YouTube in particular, it's not as easy as just like oh, okay, I guess I'll go ahead and turn off my Adblock. It's not that big of a deal. It is a big deal. Because then if you're trying to watch like a 10-minute video, that'll turn into like a 20-minute experience because it'll be 10 minutes of trying to watch that video with 10 minutes of ads like slapped on top of it. That's exaggeratory. I know it's not to that extreme.
It's a lot.
But it is a much, much worse experience. And it's not like getting YouTube Premium is free or anything. That's 14 clams a month. That's an expensive subscription, especially when everything in the world is subscription-based now. Fucking subscription-based oxygen access at this point. Like, everything.
Nestle tried it with water. Why not? Hey.
Is subscription based. So
seems like a good idea. Trump Air. I love it.
Other things you're subscribed to. It's not a low amount of money by any means at all. And YouTube without an ad block is just kind of dog shit. It really is. Nobody wants to be fed a ton of ads that they can't skip. They have no.
Here's another really important component to this. YouTube ads are scams. Like, we all have seen the scam ads, right? Tons of scam ads. It's like Joe Rogan, wow, I bought this supplement and now I can have a boner for 7 hours. Here, I'm going to give you guys the link on it, and for the next 20 minutes, you can get it for half off. Now my cock is huge. Exactly, yeah. It's super, super common.
Control over, and you can't escape from them. You can't even pause a video and be safe from the ads. They'll come through and fucking jump scare you even on the pause screen now.
Another really fun fact. The technology to detect whether your eyes are actually looking at the screen on mobile and other types of devices that have webcams enabled has already been patented and has been theorized to be used to make sure that you're actually watching ads and you don't walk away from the television. Isn't that cute?
So it's not like a super simple thing to just be like, I'll go ahead and allow it. One tactic I've seen used a lot when it comes to this, the spin that gets put on it occasionally, is if you use an ad block, you're taking money away from the creators. By turning your ad block off, you're supporting them. You're able to help them get more money from the content they create.
Yeah, it's accurate.
And the thing is, I think the majority of creators on the platform really don't give a shit about that.
They do, because the reason why they don't give a shit about it is because there's enough people that don't use Adblock. If you uploaded to YouTube and everybody watched without Adblock, or sorry, with Adblock, you'd make no money. So the reason why creators are generally okay with it is because they know that that will never affect their bottom line in a big way. I think that obviously if creators knew that, you know, like if you tell people this, I won't make any money, nobody would be telling people that. Like, let's be real, right? Because like I use Adblock. I don't care if you guys use Adblock, and you know why? It's because I know that that will never affect the actual amount of money I make. Sorry, Asmon, but I use uBlock too. So do I.
Seen most of them say like, hey, you need to have an ad block. Like, I think most creators are very well aware that a user having a positive experience while watching their content is more important than that user giving them a couple extra doubloons because they got fed 12 ads. If someone's trying to watch your video and it becomes like a headache, they're probably not going to come back. And that's much worse for the creator. So I don't think that it's necessarily the most creator positive thing in the world to turn your ad block, to watch every ad and everything like that. And I don't think there's many creators.
The problem is that the ads are so bad that, and they're scams too. Like they're straight up scams. So ads are like really intrusive and they're scams. Cover argument's not wrong. They're just paying the customer against the creator, which is the big problem. It's the platform between them. I think the problem really is that YouTube is always in the pursuit of trying to make more money. And in the process of trying to make more and more money, they will always encroach further and further on the user experience and cannibalize it in order to make more money. That's the problem.
That push for that either. Now, I'm stupid, but I'm not too stupid to understand the importance of ads. It's what puts money in the pockets of YouTube.
Yeah, of course.
It's what allows it to exist, and it is what creators make the bulk of their revenue from. Like
I also want to say that if everybody actually used Adblock, no creator would be saying Adblock was good. The only reason why creators are saying that is because they can, because they know it won't affect them financially.
Important ads are. But what I would do, instead of focusing on finding new ways of making intrusive ads to ruin the user experience, I would instead focus on just having everything be as user-friendly as possible. I don't think there's a single person in the world that has a problem with skippable ads. You just get a few seconds.
I don't either. Like, I actually think that YouTube ads on my phone, oh, wow, it's a 5-second or a 15-second ad, and I can just skip. I actually don't have a problem with that. As a free user, I think I'm totally okay with that. I do. Okay, well, like, at that point, I think you're being unreasonable. Because if you're getting a service for free and you can't be bothered to click skip after a 5-second ad, I don't think that that company should try to retain you as a customer. Like, it's like, that should not be their target audience. Like, they should not try to retain you. Like, that's fine. But, like, it's not a good business proposition to do that.
Of an ad, and if it's a good ad, you might stick around and finish it and see what it's actually advertising. But a lot of people aren't interested, so they'll skip it. And having it be,
I do remember before Dragon's Dogma 2 came out, I was watching something on YouTube, and an ad for Dragon's Dogma 2 came on, and I looked at it, and the ad was 40 minutes long. I was like, what the fuck? It's a 40-minute long ad for I watched the whole thing. I did. It was something, it might have been 20 minutes, but it was like something insane. Yeah, I watched the whole thing because I was interested in the game. Was it good? Yeah, it was all right.
Unskippable doesn't necessarily help the product. If someone already is tuned out, doesn't care about it, and now they're annoyed because they can't skip it, they're not going to be getting that fucking product. At least, I don't think so. And a lot of them are just going to click out of the video anyway because now it's become a chore to even get to the video. Twitch is the biggest culprit of that.
He's right about that, but it's a smaller percentage. This has been a phenomenon that's been observed and documented with, like, studies. That, like, people that see ads will be less likely to purchase the things that they see ads for. But the percentage of people that actually act on that is a single-digit percentage, and I think that it's a low single-digit percentage, if I remember correctly.
Like where if you're watching a stream and you get fed, like, 5 30-second ads in the middle of the broadcast, most people leave the stream or get up and go do something while the ads are playing. They're not even watching the ad. So your marketing push has failed. Like, I don't think it's effective to do that. I think the most...
I don't agree with this. I think that we've had ads on the internet for 10 years. If ads didn't work, companies would not still 10 years later be paying billions of dollars for ads. And I know personally, I've sold things on the internet. I've used ads on the internet. Ads work. They do. Like, just factually, they work.
Effective ads are the skippable ones. If you could hook someone... Man, I'm having voice cracks and, like, fucking congestion here. I'm finally feeling better from COVID a little bit, but man, I still sound like I'm hitting a new puberty. Jesus. But skippable ads. You can get someone's attention in a short period of time. If you have, like, a banger ad, or if your product's a banger, like, you can get someone to actually sit through an ad if it's entertaining and advertising something that they might
Yeah,
be
like
interested
Super Bowl
in.
commercials.
But you
Yeah.
can always just give them the option to skip it for those that aren't interested. I don't think there's any benefit to someone that's not interested sitting through your whole ad anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think so, and skippable ads are just the best for users. Like, it's not close. Pausing a video and getting
They're
served...
also the best for advertisers. And this is what's so crazy is like I'm gonna let the video finish, and then I want to talk about like how this works.
I don't think anyone will ever positively engage with an ad that's served that way. I can't imagine a world where someone pauses a video, gets served a Dunkin' Donuts ad, and they're like, you know what? They're right. I need to order some Dunkin' right now.
DoorDash.
God, I imagine a lot of people will get served an ad like that and be like, man, fuck Dunkin' Donuts. Like, it's just...
Yep.
I don't think these are effective ad placements in the first place. Like, I don't think it helps
fucking
advertisers,
annoying.
and it's an overall detriment to the user experience of the platform. So, yeah, I think ad blocks are crucial to the internet in the modern age. And YouTube waging war against them and doing...
I don't think that YouTube has a moral high ground against ad blockers when they're using ad blockers. Sorry, they're selling ads and they're serving ads that are scams. If you want to talk to me about how, like, it's unethical to use an ad blocker, I think it's unethical to serve a scam ad too. I think they kind of cancel each other out.
To shut that shit down, I think, is horrible. Anyway, though, that's about it. See ya.
So
Jack Doherty is one.
Let me talk about this for a bit. So with ad blocker, basically, you have to understand the way that ads are served and the way that they're given to users on a platform. Or sorry, the way that they're purchased. So companies pay for ads based off of the impressions that the ad will get. So like if your ad is seen by 1,000 people, you're paying for 1,000 views. If somebody uses an ad blocker, now you're paying for 999 views because that last view wasn't seen because the ad blocker. So it's not like an ad blocker causes the company to still pay YouTube. The ad blocker causes the company to not pay YouTube because the ad was not seen. So what ends up happening is that the people that are using and downloading ad blockers are always going to be the people, like inside of that percentage of people that will never activate based off of an ad. Every single one of those people will probably be using an ad blocker. So based off of selection bias, you're going to have everybody who is going to be your least prospective customer that's not going to be using Adblock. Well, if you have a curated audience of people that will almost never activate on an ad, it is in your best interest to allow them to filter themselves out of the ad market. Because if you don't do that, you are effectively diluting the promotion that you're giving an advertiser by basically serving them ads. It's like, for example, like you're serving ads to me about makeup. You're serving ads to me about, where to buy Barbies or something like that. I'm not the target audience for that. So if you have because like obviously companies want to have their ad dollars maximized. So in fact, allowing an ad blocker, but making it harder to use, basically like allowing like maybe the most technologically proficient 20 to 10% of people use ad blockers is actually financially beneficial to YouTube because they can claim that that will cause higher rates of sales and higher rates of success with sales because they're filtering out that most negative 20 to 10% of people that are not going to activate on an ad. Because every one of those 10 to 20% of people that you're showing that ad to will never make a purchase based off of it. So you are effectively wasting that company's money. You see how I'm saying? Like, there's like a lot of moving parts with this about how it works, but hopefully you guys can see how people that are going to use ad blocker who would never make a purchase by ads, actually do YouTube a favor by using ad blocker because they remove themselves from the customer pool that the ads are being served to, thus increasing the value of serving that ad. There it is. Hopefully YouTube understands that.